We're live. The boys are back. The three amigos, right?
The three best
Showdown Kings
friends that anyone could. You remember that one?
I do like Mark's haircut a lot.
Oh, thank you. I just told the lady cutting my hair to fuck me up, and she did.
No, it looks good. It's less gray on top when you cut it.
Yeah, the sides are all gray though.
I just figured you wouldn't want to hear anything resembling Mexican or amigo after last night.
Oh God, yeah. I had Mexican food yesterday, and I've been on the toilet all day. It's awful.
Not good?
No, just not sitting well.
Oh,
which surprises absolutely no one.
No, I think about that often. I just think about what time I cannot contact Mark during the day.
No, I mean, people call me, like Cam called me today, and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Taking a shit." What's up? Like, yeah, I have conversations on the toilet all the time.
Yeah, I talked to Cam today too. We got a horse running tonight, Turfway Park, Showdown Kings, Bryce.
Oh, the Mark giddy up.
Hey, I want to ask you, Mark, and you too, Bryce, because you were on Twitter last night, kind of tilting NBA because it's your lifeblood, and you're like, I don't know how much more I can do of this. Are you serious that you think that you're concerned about NBA? Because I wrote some big long thing about it too. Because I believe the NBA, and this will be an NFL talk, but I believe the NBA is so much more vulnerable than like the PGA Tour, from some Saudi billionaire fund coming in, pinging off 5 international players, starting a league internationally and saying, fuck it. You want to make $500 million a year? You got it.
I totally agree with you. They should have come after basketball instead of golf first. It's a sport completely driven, and it's crazy to think about, but from a marketing standpoint, one of the biggest differences between the NBA and the NFL in terms of creating individual superstars is that they don't wear helmets. So you see them on TV, you see their face. There's no hat, there's no helmet.
Good point.
They're a lot more recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
And with only 5 guys on the court, the ones that are the best matter more. I think that the fact that they've talked about doing this new basketball league and LeBron's advisor is like one of the investors. Like, I think that LeBron might not be trying to own an NBA franchise. I think he might be trying to take the NBA down.
And then Lucas suddenly blindly goes to LA. And
right.
That's not done. Whoops, we made a mistake. It's like Cuban gets out. He knows what's going to happen. These guys know what's going to happen. Like Chamath gets out of the league. He says, I'm worried about it being pinched. All these moves happening. It's the most star-driven sport possibly out there, and it's international. And how many of the stars guys are international?
All of them. It's basically everybody except LeBron.
And who's 40.
LeBron's getting old.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, Wembanyama, Giannis, Luka, it's Jokic, it's all, Embiid, everybody, everybody's not American.
Let's talk NFL, Bryce. This game Sunday, game scripted, score script.
I kind of like the Eagles to get out ahead. I just think they're the better football team. I know Mark posted the Eagles in the Discord this morning. I've had a future. I think I've talked about on the show for the Eagles pretty much all season, and don't plan on riding that out for my betting action on the game. DFS wise, I mean, I think this game stays close enough to where you don't see a team like have to go like insane, like pass heavy. Like, obviously the Chiefs are going to skew pass heavy, but I don't see the Eagles getting down to the point where they're going to like abandon Barkley at any point in the game. So to me, it should play out like a routine game for the Chiefs and a routine game for the Eagles.
Have you heard this yet, guys?
Yeah.
I saw Jalen Carter mistake.
Whatever. They'll get him hyped up on.
You get the flu on Thursday, you'll be fine by Sunday. People just want NFL. People want Super Bowl headlines. I'd be worried, say, like, oh, the line suddenly flipped, a couple points. Then I'd be a little worried. But it's not something I put any stock into right now.
It's 20. I have a 27-24 Chiefs right now.
I have the same score, but with the Eagles. The Chiefs' run defense, I don't think is very good. And the Eagles they're pretty good at running the ball. So I actually think the Eagles would be able to control the clock pretty well if that's what they desire, which they usually do, and keep Mahomes off the field. The Eagles have better players at pretty much everywhere except quarterback. It's the best team against the best player. I prefer it for football. I prefer the team.
You don't think it's rigged?
Say what?
You don't think it's rigged towards the Chiefs? All everybody's saying is the game's rigged. I need your opinion on that.
The script. You don't have the script?
No, it's like the NBA.
You didn't get it yet?
That was the whole
got it already.
We texted to each other this morning. You didn't get it?
You didn't get the script?
Goodell just went public and said it's ridiculous that they think everything is scripted. Of course he'd say that, but it is. Right?
Hard as shit to rig a football game.
It's impossible.
There's maybe.
Why do you think the NFL is popular?
There's only
everyone loves betting on it because it's impossible to rig.
It's like any basketball player could rig the game if they're on the court, but it's like if you're in the NFL, like who can rig the game besides like kicker, punter, quarterback, running back?
Maybe
maybe
ref, offensive.
Well, ref. Right. But the specialists and the quarterback are the main three, and no quarterback's doing it. And the punt, it's like if a guy fucks up the kickoff over and over again, you're probably gonna lose or punt. But
yeah, but I don't even think he'd do it for $50 million. His life would be messed.
Money. Yeah,
his life would be messed up for forever. Like the city would just hate him. Like think if the Eagles punter just shanked every kick, or their long snapper snapped it over the head every time.
Yeah. Long snapper.
Yeah. NBA rigged? Seems to be.
Well, the problem with the NBA is that they dealt with this 20 years ago, and it was rigged. And now it's like, how do you not we went through the Donaghy thing, and now it's like it's not just like Jonte Porter. Terry Rozier makes $30 million a year and is being accused of this. Which is fucking nuts. I don't know. It's suspect.
All right, so you have Bryce, did you say a score yet? 27-24?
Mark has 27-24, which was my score, so I'm going to go 28-23.
Eagles.
Okay,
so we were all on 27-24. 3 touchdowns each, 2 field goals, 1 field goal makes it.
Yeah, so we all like the over.
Correct.
I like the over. Because the Eagles, even though they don't really throw deep, they're still super explosive because of Barkley.
And I don't think, even though Chiefs' run defense is decent, I think Barkley still has a 24-point fantasy game.
Well, that depends. I mean, it depends
on the goal line variance.
Yeah, I mean, because last game, if Barkley doesn't break that one at the beginning, I know that's a big if, but he didn't really do that much. It was all Hurts, which is how it used to be. So, Hurts looked like he was moving better.
Yep.
Last game. I mean, he won me the Millie Maker that week. Thanks, Jalen Hurts, for running the ball in the fucking end zone over and over again. But that could happen again.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it seems like Hurts is the best, high-end leverage type of play here. I think. I kind of think that him and AJ Brown will not be played at all.
I don't think the Eagles' game plan is going to be to go to AJ Brown though. I'll play him in DFS, but logically,
I like Hurts more than AJ Brown. I mean, they should run the ball 100 times if they're able to.
Yeah,
and that includes Hurts.
Hurts to me is a good game. A ceiling game for him is probably 19 points or something like that.
Oh no, he can go way higher. He crushed. I mean, think about what he did last week. He crushed.
Okay, so 770 and 1. Maybe was that 20 points?
770 and 1 for Hurts, and then the passing.
No, for AJ Brown.
Oh, yeah, AJ Brown. A ceiling game for AJ Brown is 20.
That's what I'm thinking. So I apologize if I said Hurts. I think the 2 guys who can score the most easily are Barkley and Hurts, probably in that order, and
Mahomes.
and it is going to be a function of like if I play Brown and if I play Barkley, am I playing Hurts? Because it's a lot of touchdowns being shared between two guys if you've got three. And we need
I wouldn't avoid it.
right. But we need
I think
Hurts to
it's
rush.
likely,
We need
no.
Hurts to run him in, right?
Hurts can throw it to Barkley. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't put too much thought into that.
I would put more thought into who you're playing at captain.
Yeah.
Because the big edge on these slates where you get all the people who don't normally play is like, oh, I want to jam in all the good players. Let me play like, I don't know, Samaje Perine at captain to let me do it.
Yeah, and don't do that.
And it's 2.5 points.
Yeah, I think it's more, nailing down your captain exposures here to what you want it to be.
Hmm.
So Barkley, clearly. Hurts, yes. Mahomes, yes. And
after them, it's a little tricky.
But like Hurts doesn't throw a ton. When he does throw, it goes to three guys, and that's it.
I think the guy that clearly is going to get squeezed is Smith. I don't think he gets very much.
And Goddard is the one guy I think really has a game.
Well, the Chiefs, it would make sense to keep the ball away from the edges of the field, I think, for the Eagles. So Goddard, I do like over Smith in a vacuum, and he's cheaper. So
I think that Goddard and Hollywood are going to carry some ownership here at captain just because they're like the two cheaper end of the spectrum guys that are actually viable to put up a good game.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. So what are you just playing?
Mahomes, Hurts, Worthy, and
Barkley.
the three Eagles guys. Hurts, or sorry, Mahomes, Worthy, and Kelsey, and then the three Eagles guys: Hurts, Barkley, and Brown. 6.
I like that because I've been trying to figure out who to expand to after the top 3. And I think if you wanted to play it super aggressively, you could literally just play the quarterbacks in Barkley.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. But, I mean, we all saw Kelsey get 32 weeks ago. AJB could obviously scale because he's a receiver. Worthy can crush if he breaks a long one.
Or rushes one in. Yeah.
Or rushes one in. We know they do that a lot. As he mentions here, Mahomes had 3 design runs last game. He never does it in the regular season. I think Mahomes' rushing props are going to be like he's going to run the ball a lot.
Dude, his rushing prop is 29.5.
Especially in the red zone. I mean, I think he runs a lot. Mahomes to score and his anytime touchdown and to score the first touchdown. I like both of those.
Yeah, he's like even on an average passing game, which you probably have 23, 210, 22, 200, maybe a couple touchdowns, 30 rushing yards and a touchdown. You're at 25 at that point. And it's between him and Hunt rushing one in or Worthy, but one of those three.
Pacheco has not touched the ball in weeks.
No,
I think Pacheco is like the worst play.
Yes, his projection's too high.
Pacheco unders.
Him and
Stretch
getting him to 2.5 points.
Him and Hopkins are like the two mid-tier guys that I'm going to pretty much be entirely fading.
Field much recently either.
Yeah, I mean his receiving prop's like 11.5. Even if he catches a touchdown and gets 30 yards, I don't think he's optimal.
No. Perine, Pacheco, Hopkins, then I don't like Shipley or Gainwell. The price is there for the Eagles.
Do you think Gainwell
I like Perine as a play over Pacheco because of the price, obviously. I think Perine is definitely playable.
I don't mind Perine. I just didn't like Perine captain.
Perine captain sucks, but Perine at 1,600 or whatever the fuck he is, 1,200.
Yeah, 1.2 is pretty.
That's a great play.
It's pretty attractive. Another cheap guy I actually do like some here.
Juju, say it.
Juju.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm getting 40% to 6 points.
Yeah, I mean, I have him at 4.5, and I'm getting like 30%.
I much prefer Juju to Noah Gray. I like Juju a lot better than Noah Gray.
Noah Gray's not seen.
Noah Gray only ran 3 routes last week.
Yep. And I do think Kelsey gets a touchdown. I do think he has a decent day, but is 15 points enough for Supermax Kelsey? I don't. No.
Yeah, Kelsey's not cheap anymore.
No.
He was cheap for a while there. He's not cheap
8K.
anymore.
He was 8K there for a while.
Juju's like a 3 for 30 guy, maybe get a touchdown. He's fucking.
Juju broke one last game.
Yes.
You know, I much prefer him to Hopkins, even in a vacuum, and he's
I
cheaper.
would take him straight up over Hopkins.
Yeah.
100%.
Over Watson, over Remigio.
No, I do love those props on Remigio.
We'll get the cheap guys here in a second. What is your go to Goddard for a second. Go to the Eagles, guys. What's your stat line for him? What's your projection? Because I think
Goddard?
yeah, like he could be a 65-1 type and be massively owned in flex.
You know, I think 5 for 50 and then the touchdown is a coin flip ish. You know, I'd give him 13.
So half the touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
13 projection for Goddard is going to give you like all the Goddard.
You got it. Not a captain, but
not a captain, but
flex. Right.
In flex.
I think it's really tough for Goddard to scale. He would have to.
He'd have to catch
either bust a long one, or he'd have to run insanely lucky inside the 20.
Yeah, he would have to catch 3. I think he captain.
He dropped one, not dropped one, but just an errant throw last week because he almost had one last week, if you recall, or last game. You've seen how the Houston Texans used what's his face tight end Schultz against the Chiefs. I think they do the same thing here. Plus, who else is there on the Eagles side? Wilson, no. Campbell, no. Dotson, 0 targets, 0 catches. Smith, kind of a 445, boring. It's Brown and Goddard. No Jenkins, no Calcaterra. Barkley will catch a couple.
Smith is obviously the wild card here because as I said, the likely situation is that he does like nothing. But he's so fast that, you know, if he breaks one, it breaks the slate. And, you know, so you're going to be anti-sweat when we're all going to be anti-sweating that the whole game because people will take Devontae.
Sure. Right.
You know, that's some shit JSU will do. And he'll take
What do you think he'll be out?
Yeah.
25,
and
30.
if he does it, then we're fucked.
What, in flex?
Yeah. Anywhere. I'm not going to have Devontae Smith hardly at all.
I think you're exactly right. I think he's 25% owned at max in flex.
Yeah, and I'll be like 10 or less.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like even in the mega milli where it's like 22 max, you know, for $4,400 buy-in, I still think Smith gets over 20% ownership.
So then go through the touchdowns, guys, for each team. 3 each. We have it at 27-24.
I think the Eagles' touchdowns are all Hurts and Barkley.
All of them.
All of them. And then the Chiefs, you know, it's just Mahomes spreading it out. I don't think that Hunt gets one.
You think Mahomes steals it?
Well, I think that in the Super Bowl, I think if they get to the 1, I think they're going to tush Mahomes, and they wouldn't do it in the regular season. So I don't think Hunt gets it. You know, I think that he spreads it, you know, Worthy, Kelsey, and himself. There you go.
In 3 games against the Chiefs, Devontae Smith has averaged over 99 yards.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, he's been – how many of those games were with Saquon Barkley? None.
They're a much more run-first team. It used to be like, it was like dropping back and letting Hurts scramble around. Now it's just like
now
it's just pound the rock.
I know you guys don't do rules, and nor should you. But in that scenario where all touchdowns in your scenario go to the rushers, Hurts or Barkley, is there any case then to play Smith and AJ Brown together, or is that just wouldn't make a lineup? It just in your scenario.
I know
it's dangerous to do, but
because if they're losing, then that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But you know, Snyder's touching here. The second half unders for Kansas City have printed all year because they're ahead. I don't think they're going to be ahead this time. I think they're going to be behind. So, you know, you may get a little bit of a some shootout action from Kansas City, which is even more reason to short the fuck out of the Kansas City running backs other than Pirine.
Yeah.
Pirine will be in there if they're down. The same way that McKinnon always was.
Yep. You were mentioning worst plays in the slate, Bryce. Worst high owned or worst price plays on the slate.
I love pissing people off when I do this. Who do
Pacheco.
I think are the worst? Who do I think?
Bryce, Bobby Boom's calling for Mateo.
Where's Boom? Boom!
Mateo's-
JBC, put your bully on.
Mateo's dead asleep, but he will have a specialized prop section on the site.
My bulldog is at daycare right now.
You see this?
Yeah. Where's Madison?
It's funny. My dog got a haircut. It's a Yorkshire Terrier, and we got it cut like a Scottish Terrier, and it looks exactly like Mark's. The shape of Mark's haircut, like long legs, short top.
I've seen your dog. It's an uncanny resemblance.
Yes.
They told me at daycare that my bulldog made friends with a Yorkie. That's her new best friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yorkies just have to concede. Like, they have no power.
Right. And I mean, but she's like very docile and like it's funny because I have a Westie and a bulldog, and the Westie is clearly the alpha. Like by far.
The bulldog just rolls over.
Right.
Okay. So go ahead, Bryce. I said I think Pacheco's a bad play. I think Gainwell, depends on if he plays at all. Who are your bad plays down there? Hopkins, we mentioned.
Hopkins, Noah Gray should carry some ownership here. He ran 3 routes last game.
People love Noah Gray.
Yes, they do. Jahan Dotson, I think, is a pretty bad play. That's going to garner some ownership here. I just don't really think there's many scenarios where he sees the field. It would be like a massive Philly trail script for him to see any significant action out there or catch a long one, obviously. Other than them, I mean, the worst plays up top, I think at the very top are A.J. Brown and Kelsey, just because you really do want to jam Hurts, Barkley, and Mahomes, but it's not like you can exclude those guys. So I'm not going to go out and say they're bad plays or anything.
Really low owned projected defenses. Prices are kind of high.
I'm likely going to be over on the defenses here.
It's not extremely high, though.
I like the Eagles defense. I don't like the Chiefs defense.
Say it again, Mark.
Okay.
I like the Eagles defense. I don't like the Chiefs defense.
Yeah, it's not terribly priced. I mean,
I think I'll have the Eagles defense 20%.
Yeah,
that's a lot. I mean, that'll be significantly over.
They're projected 5%, 6%.
I like the Eagles defense.
And I think those projections will go up closer to game day.
Although the problem is, what's this fuck that can't catch the ball and fumbled all the time isn't on the Chiefs anymore? What's the guy's name? Tony. Tony isn't on the team anymore, so he can't fumble one back to him. But Mahomes, he likes to, he's very loose with the ball, especially when he's scrambling. And the Eagles defense swarms, and I like the Eagles defense.
Well, you like the Eagles, period. So it makes sense that you like the Eagles defense here. What are your thoughts on kickers?
I like Butker. In the winning script, I like Butker.
I feel like I've had Jake Elliott like 40% every fucking game, and he misses field goals and shit. I fucking hate this guy. But I guarantee you I'm going to have him again. I like Jake Elliott, guaranteed I'm going to have like 30% just because that's what always fucking happens. And Butker I'll have less. They've been kicking less. He's kind of been not as good. So I prefer Elliott to Butker.
An anagram for Butker is Tucker, by the way. If you get what I mean. Touchy Tucker.
Dude,
do you think that's why he went to shit?
Yes, of course.
So, the story definitely leaked because he went to shit.
Yeah, it doesn't happen with him immediately. He's been sweating this all year. He's Touchy Tucker.
And his wife left him ahead of it.
She did?
Oh, did she?
She left him in December.
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah.
So she knew this was coming down.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up with the straw today, Mark?
Oh, it's just orange.
That changed. It was rainbow a second ago. I swear to God.
It was rainbow yesterday.
It was rainbow in our pre-show.
Yeah, it was yesterday. That's right.
Here we go. Yes, Jalen Carter will use speed and speeding to get to Mahomes.
It's the best murder
him.
narrative on the board.
Eliminate him.
Yep.
There's our murder. There's our murder angle right there.
Yes.
Jalen Carter.
And so what did they do? The Chiefs tried to poison him.
They tried to poison him to get the murderous ways off the field, but it's not going to work.
Right. And they tried to poison you with your Mexican food last night in Memphis to get you off the show to talk about it.
But I expelled that from my body.
That's right.
And now I'm okay. Ish.
Number of influencers Wiley has killed this year or Noah Gray touchdowns. Hopefully it's equal.
All right. We do have some good news here.
Swifty,
Mark has money to give away.
You notice Beanair has not commented nearly as much since Daniel Jones was not on the Giants anymore.
He
disappeared.
He said something to you if you scroll up that was targeted at you, and I thought you'd pick it up.
Beanair, where is it? Fuck. I'm scrolling.
Look for the orange. Oh, it's not there. I swear to God, he just said something.
He deleted it. He says he always said, "I think JBC rigs his toilet."
There you go. Not bad.
Johnny Two Bets, get back on the church account. Don't think I forgot about yesterday. Did you see that, Wiley? We're on the show, and Johnny Two Bets comments, and it's about the drinking situation at the Waste Management, and it's from like his account as like the administrator of a church. And then he switches over to his other account, and it's Johnny Two Bets. I'm like, does everybody in the church know about Johnny Two Bets?
I wish it was the other way around. Johnny Two Bets. Do you know Johnny Two Bets, or is it?
No. He just switched over. It's like, shit, I'm on my church administrator
Hey, Johnny Two Bets, switch to the other account and start tweeting from there.
Switch to the other account, Johnny Two Bets.
They mentioned, I saw some comment today. I didn't pick it up because I only watched a bit of your show. But someone said you're going ghost hunting or some shit. Was that from your show?
Yeah, no, I talked about me, you, and Tony and how we're going to go to like rural Kentucky and find some decrepit mansions to do ghost content with Kurt as the cameraman.
I love it. Start right here.
Yeah. And we just hire some people to like bang on shit and like make noises to fuck with us.
Are you saying that stuff is rigged?
No. No.
All right, cheap. Here's your dollar bargain bin plays. This is the stuff Mark loves. I've learned never to eliminate it, but I do have favorites in the $200 range. Do you have any?
No, the cheapest guy I'm playing is Calcaterra.
Really?
Cheapest guy I'm playing is P. Ryan.
Yeah, I don't like.
I didn't even play Calcaterra.
None of them are. I don't think any of them are going to touch the ball.
Who's the guy that's going to touch it? Hendershot.
Hendershot might be the only one that could touch. That could.
Justin Watson.
That's the one.
Justin Watson can lick these nuts.
They've always liked Justin Watson.
Wide receivers that are like Pro Bowlers ahead of him. DeAndre Hopkins doesn't even see the field. How the fuck is Justin Watson seeing the field?
Because Justin Watson is a better football player than DeAndre Hopkins.
Maybe. I think
know. He is. I think mid-season.
I don't know. Hopkins had a couple really big games when he first got to Kansas City.
Yeah.
I think Hopkins is mega watched at this point in the season.
Thanks for that's it.
Speaking of, oh man, you've heard the story about Hopkins, right? While we're talking about eating Mexican and shitting all day. When Hopkins was at the combine, when he checked out of his room, there was shit flung all over the walls, and both him and the guy that was in the room with him blamed the other one, and so we have no idea which one it was, but the other guy's like a nobody.
So one knows the truth and one doesn't.
Right. One of them was flinging shit all over the room.
I've never heard that story.
Google it. I swear to fucking
no. Mark has like a 100% batting average on these stories.
Well,
like,
I also it's like I associate Mark with shitting so much that like I would never like down.
So everybody was like, were they doing like some gay shit and this happened, or did one of them just fling poop all over the walls?
So that's that. The second part's your own sort of interpretation of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't look at the Reddit.
No, don't look at the Reddit. Don't look at the Reddit.
Did you just look at the Reddit? Oh, they got photos. I don't want to see it.
They have photos.
It's like two girls, one cup. I just don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
You can look at the front. You can look at the front page of the Reddit, but don't.
I don't want to do it. No, I can't. That stuff, like when someone posts a puking GIF in Discord, it just ruins my day.
It was Rutgers wide receiver Mark Harrison.
Rutgers.
Yeah. So
I trust Clemson more than I trust Rutgers.
Johnny Two Bets. This is why I can't switch to the account.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, Johnny, we talked yesterday about, Tony's very devout. So he appreciated the church.
No, he's not. Is he?
Yeah. Oh,
like
yeah.
He's a Sunday guy?
Dude. Tony and Amber are in church like every Sunday, other than NFL.
When's the last time you went to church, Mark?
Like not for a funeral?
Mm-hmm. Just for worship.
20 years.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go to church every single day, and when I was 14, I told my parents to fuck themselves, and I never went back.
I told my parents to fuck themselves.
I've never heard Bryce do that.
Well, his voice got super like southern and like nerdy, and it was great.
My favorite bet is no 2-point conversion attempted at -110.
What's the seppuku bet?
The seppuku bet is definitely Devontae Smith 2 touchdowns.
That's I was going to go with that.
Yeah.
Mahomes rushing plus 350. Push theory. I like that.
Okay, so captain pool now. What's your weightage? What's your wattage on captain pools? Barkley first.
Mahomes first.
No
Barkley
shit.
next. Hurts next. And then AJB, Worthy, and Kelsey cascading downward from there. Bryce. So AJB is 4 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much the same. I just think I'm going to be a little higher on Hurts. I have the top 3 pretty even, and then the bottom 3 pretty even here, which will lean me into a little more Philly captain lineups than KC. Likely around like 60-40 is probably like my probably 55-45 type of split, but I have Philly winning the game. So
if Kansas City is down, like Mahomes is just going to start racking up rushing yards and
chucking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, the trail script has been so good to Mahomes and Kelsey in these games over the years.
He goes to Kelsey every play when they're down.
Kelsey's going to get a touchdown. It's just the Super Bowl. It's a potential retirement. He's going to get the touchdown.
He's not retiring.
You don't think so?
He said he's not.
Okay.
If I had to play anyone at captain outside of the big 3 that we've discussed, it would be Kelsey. I would take him ahead of like AJ Brown every day of the week.
You take Kelsey over AJ Brown?
At captain in this game.
Oh, right.
Yes. Not like in terms of football talent.
Yeah, because I think Kelsey, what's Kelsey's projection at captain here? Kelsey's projection at captain is 10%. So he's probably the 4th highest projected owned captain.
If we're getting AJ Brown in single digits,
I see Worthy over him. Yeah.
You see Worthy over ownership?
AJ Brown captain.
I think Worthy will carry more ownership at captain than Kelsey.
Yeah, I do too. And everyone's going to have the last Kelsey game being burned in their memory and going to carry that forward.
Right, and not that game right before where he got 30.
I think the guys that get really boosted at captain here are Goddard and Hollywood.
Goddard, I think, is going to be just hella owned at captain.
You do.
Going to be extremely.
I think Goddard more owned than Kelsey at captain. The narrative is just that Goddard is going to crush, and I don't necessarily disagree.
And
he's
cheap.
Not playing him at captain.
Yeah,
and he's cheap.
He's $4,000, near $4,000 cheaper at a captain spot.
Juju 20% captain. I would play 0 Juju captain.
Yeah, I mean his
I'm
ceiling's
not
about
playing
9.
anybody below fucking
No, not in a game like this.
or not Kelsey. Who's the cheapest one of those 6? Worthy. I'm not playing anybody below Worthy at captain.
If it was a blowout script, then yeah, then you need these cheap guys because you need all the studs. But 9 points ain't going to get there. Like he's good for 6.
Somebody's getting 25. Somebody is getting
correct.
25.
Barkley, Hurts, Mahomes.
One of them is getting 25.
And you've got to have him at captain, period.
Yeah.
Full stock lock.
So that falls into, and Tony talks about this a lot, actually, the 200 guys where we don't want to play any of them because they're not going to do anything. You could get a 0 and have that be optimal. That's the problem.
Yeah. I don't think this is the type of game for that to happen. Like
what we're looking back, because this is our last Showdown Kings of the season until next year. Looking back, what were your favorite 0 moments? I know the 1-1-1 for Laporta, or was that a 0?
Oh, I definitely shipped one with a 0. I can't remember which game.
what?
It was Hunter Lemke.
No. He got one catch that
He got
game.
1.5.
He got a point.
I'm talking about I shipped with an actual 0 one time.
I think it was an Eagle. No, you fuckers. I know exactly what you did in NFL chat. You posted a puking gif and you're just trying to get me in there to see it. No, Joe Ruff. Your flask is on the way.
Speaking of that, Mark has money to give away from Tony's.
Talk about it, Mark.
Pool.
What do you got?
Oh, yes. The Royal Rumble pool. I came in second place because of John Cena, the GOAT. So that's $700 I'm going to give away. I don't know how we're going to do it, but Wiley will figure something out.
You want to do it all now, or do you want to do it for the Discord?
We should do it.
Let's look
We
at
should
the
do it all
contest.
now. Fuck it.
Okay.
$700. So, I mean, do we just give the money straight away, or what kind of? We're doing some.
How about you do 2 333 tickets?
2 333 tickets, and then somebody will get $33 for something. I don't know.
Okay, let's do this. We got three giveaways on this one question.
You see Bean Hair?
He's already pre-answered.
So they all researched the colleges of everyone on either side.
No. We're gonna go. No. I got these questions.
Okay, you do.
Okay.
Okay, let me give you the third prize.
For wrestling.
Here's
So,
here's what we'll do.
Question 1.
No, wait. The third prize is going to be $100 in Pick 6 money from DraftKings. So go ahead, Mark. However you want to do it.
First question: who came in at number 30 in the Royal Rumble? Who came in last? Oh, Bean Air's got it already. Bean Air.
Was it Logan Paul?
Yes.
All right, Bean
we
Air
have
gets
to
a
give it
1-3.
Before he even did anything.
All right.
Bean Air, that's a ticket. That's funny.
That's a ticket. So Bean Air.
He knew what I was going to ask before.
He said it before you asked because he knew what you were going to ask, which is
so
the hard part in itself.
Okay.
You've
Number
consumed
2
far
question.
too much of Mark's content.
Number 2 question is, who won the Royal Rumble?
Oh, it's easy.
I know this one.
This is for a 3-3-3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob, hello. Bob, although he spelled that horribly.
He spelled it wrong.
He spelled it wrong, but we got the point. Bob, hello. Got it.
No one spelled this right.
Should we have spelling next year?
Who is not getting a prize?
Bob, hello. Okay, so DM Mark on Twitter, or if you're in the Discord, go to Discord and DM him. And
DM
Mark,
Tony. I never got the money from Tony. DM Tony and be like, JBC is giving me the Royal Rumble bucks.
Can I do the third one, or Bryce, do you want to do the third?
You got either one.
Pick 6 is your deal. You
Okay,
have all
so-
the crazy hockey.
Well,
props and
here's the
stuff.
funny part. I did the hockey pick yesterday in a market that didn't exist. There was no under on goals market, but I talked about under on goals. So I swear to God, it was up in the morning. It was not up when I put that video out.
Yeah.
Tyler Bertuzzi did not score.
Weren't
Ryan
you
Donato
under on
did-
all the Chicago guys?
Yeah,
Like,
Ryan
weren't you
Donato
just trying to
fucking
fade?
scored. RDJ posted that out. But here's the question: for $100 in pick $6 to your account, what college did Ryan Donato go to? You guys
Boston.
can guess too.
Vermont. Denver U.
For $100, pick $6.
BC.
JD Mills has not got it. Nope.
All right, you can't win twice.
Christian Lyon. Nope. Joe Ruff. Nope.
Bob
Ahead of it.
Hello, you
cannot
can't win twice.
Joe
Yeah.
Ruff?
Joe Ruff.
He just got a flask, but
He won.
you won.
Fair and square.
Joe Ruff, you got it.
I hate doing nice things for Joe Ruff, but
Arkansas. Plus Calipari comes into Lexington and absolutely dog walks Kentucky. Most embarrassing thing by these fans.
Did he?
Yeah. And they booed him. They booed him and they had Roger Goodell clown nose shirts for Calipari, and they get their ass handed to them. Nice work.
Where's he coach now?
Arkansas.
Calipari? Arkansas. Joe Ruff.
Joe Ruff, Arkansas.
The biggest. All right, so we got Bean Air. We know where you are. Bob, hello. And then Joe Ruff, I know exactly where you are, my man.
I know exactly where you are. Right in the middle of the forest in Fayetteville and Bumblefuck. In a shack.
Bumblefuck AK.
I have the address on your shack in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
All right, Mark, you're at the Waste Management tomorrow. Come out and see Mark.
I'm not at the tournament tomorrow. I'll be at the tournament on Saturday and Sunday.
What hole?
I don't know what hole the.
Are you in the DraftKings Sportsbook?
Last time they had us, the Sportsbook will be on Sunday, like later. Last time they had us on 16 the first day, and then on 18 the second time.
Okay,
That's a good setup.
We did confirm the alcohol rules via the church account of Johnny Two Bets.
here's
Clanton
the funny
was smart
part
there
about
for
golf.
support.
What?
Here's the funny part. I said the golf chat. One guy in the golf chat, I think it was the IPT, he was just getting into golf, said, I didn't know there were two Højgaards. They're brothers. So Rasmus
Nikolai Højgaard is going to be first round leader.
Rasmus fucking caved. He was first round leader auto, and now Nikolai took over and said, I got this.
Yeah.
It was a
Nikolai.
pleasure.
Body is -3 through 4.
Who is?
Akshay,
All right, boys.
who I spoke about liking on the show yesterday, by the way.
Nice work.
Are we going to do a pick six
Yes.
and ride the snake? Why are you doing this?
I'm rusty on this show. I'm lost my cadence. Who wants to pull up? Well, I'll pull up pick six. We don't pull it up on the screen.
I got it.
You got it?
I got a good one. Let me go first.
Hit it, baby. This is for Sunday, right?
This is for Sunday.
Okay.
No hockey. Noah Gray under 11.5 receiving. He doesn't catch pass.
Nassim Kadri under 3.5 shots on goal.
Make sure that's an actual market and not just overs.
No, it is just overs. God damn it.
I know. I did the same fucking thing yesterday.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Tomas Hurdle over 2.5 shots on goal.
I like Thomas Hurdle's a dog. I'm going to go Juju Smith-Schuster over 16.5 receiving yards. What was your first one, Bryce? I'm sorry.
I'm changing my Noah Gray one to Noah Gray under 1.5 catches.
Well, a lot of these have multipliers on them.
Yeah.
So
do you know what that is, or do you want to make that up?
I don't know how the Lightning works.
It's like say you'd be choosing plus 190.
Oh, dude, some of these are fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Juju to score a touchdown is like almost 3x.
Yeah, it's like plus 300. It's like adding a plus 300 to your parlay.
Well, I like that a lot.
Are you going to go Juju touchdown?
P Ryan at 4.8x.
For a touchdown?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's a huge multiplier. Okay.
Massive.
Go ahead, Bryce.
I just want, for the record, we have Noah Gray under 1.5 catches, not 11.5 yards. I think the catches prop is better. I'm going to go over 36.5 Mahomes passing attempts.
Yeah.
Okay. Over 36.5. Over 36.5. You said?
Yeah, I don't think they can run, and I think if they're winning, they still put the ball in his hands, and especially if they're losing, that's going to hit.
I'm going to let you guys do the Hurts and Barkley ones. Let's do Goddard. Let's do Goddard gets a touchdown for the 1.9x. One more, Mark.
I think we got it. I think we have to go with the Barkley to score two touchdowns at 1.9.
Yep. Oh, this is fucking killer. I like this.
That's going to pay big.
Okay, so Juju over 16.5 receiving yards. Noah Gray.
These multipliers make this way better.
Way fun. Noah Gray under 1.5 receptions. P. Ryan gets a touchdown over either rushing or receiving. Mahomes over 36.5 passing attempts. Goddard gets a touchdown, either rushing or receiving, and Barkley gets 2. That's a 346.5 multiplier. $100 pays $34,000.
Yeah.
Minimum. It pays minimum.
Yes, that's the one.
That's kind of fucking fun.
Oh, I love that.
Well, when you add in a plus
the
500,
the P Ryan's legendary. But hey, it's better than sweating like $8.
Yeah.
$10 pays you $3,400. Winners, let's go. All right, ride it. Let's ride it. Top. We kind of know what we're doing, but top 3 captains.
Play the fucking video.
Sorry, I what video?
Then you shouldn't be afraid to ride the snake. Ride the snake.
AP hates that so much. We do it now just to bug him.
AP's not a snake rider?
He hates riding snakes, baby.
Oh,
they don't have snakes in Nebraska.
Dude, I was pissed yesterday being on the show with Tony and Mangone. They didn't ride the snake. They refused to ride the snake.
No, I knew that would happen. I knew when you mentioned it on Twitter, I was like, watch you get shut down. You're gonna get shut down. See, Stevers hates it too. He's the biggest, he hates it.
We love riding the snake.
All right, first captain, Mark. We'll go counterclockwise from there.
Mahomes.
All right. I'm gonna go Barkley. Bryce. Two captains.
Jalen Hurts and Travis Kelce.
I will go Hurts next. No dupes.
Hurts and Barkley.
Hurts, Barkley. Mahomes. No dupes. Impressive. Final mark, Bryce. You have Hurts, Kelce. We haven't had one duplication yet.
His face when he was trying to hold that back.
Bryce has done 2 of the funniest things he's done all year. Your voice imitation, which I wanted
Yes,
to
no, dude. The voice imitation was...
We'll have to clip that. When one of us wins. When one of us wins.
Yeah. Mark, Bryce. Final
Saquon Barkley.
Okay. Mahomes, Hurts, Barkley. Barkley, Hurts, Mahomes. Hurts, Kelce, Barkley. Now, here's 2 things. We forgot to mention it. dkng.co/RPS. If you're not in Pick 6 yet, $5 in, $59 out until Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday, $59. So you put $5 in first deposit, $59 in credit. That doesn't include the $100 we're giving Joe Ruff. Secondly, I couldn't believe this. I couldn't believe how they're going to execute this, but they're going to do it. I guess if you like and follow Pick 6 on Twitter, you're eligible to win 2 Super Bowl tickets for Sunday. And I think they get you there, and I think they have a hotel for you, which is insane. That's insane.
Yeah.
So
it's like $40,000.
So I got to remember who won the 3-3-3s. We got
it was Bean Air and Bob Hello.
Bob Hello.
We know Bean Air in the Discord. Bob Hello, find Mark on either Twitter at JBC69 or in Discord if you're at Run Pure Sports.
Yeah, but find him or Tony.
Find me or Tony.
Yep. RPS 15. Golf's firing up. NBA is still in full swing, and the NFL's over, but we got NASCAR, MMA.
Andrew
JVC.
Putnam -3, suck a dick. Sorry.
If I win golf this week, I'm buying you all Ricky Fowler's outfit today.
Hell yeah, the orange blister.
No, it's way better.
Here's the funny part is that Mark has the winningest month I've ever seen in my life. He's just mowing people down in the DFS streets, and then goes into a randomized Royal Rumble pool and also wins there.
I mean, when you're sun running, you're sun running. Ride it while it's hot.
Cena.
He's been riding the snake for a while now.
Did you see the girl on Twitter who was trying to handicap or saying there
coin
is
toss?
Coin toss, yes.
There's edge seeking?
Also, DraftKings.
What?
Vig free coin toss bet for all you DJs
Vig
out
free,
there.
yes. Vig free coin toss is the shit.
Yes.
I love that.
Vig free coin toss is awesome. I'm not sure what the limit is on it, but
right. And you know what? You know what's funny?
What is your coin toss?
I had a buddy who ran a book that did a Vig free coin toss, and he said 90% of the money was on tails every time.
It's always on tails.
It's always on.
Everyone loves betting tails.
Everyone bets on tails.
It just feels better to bet tails.
I don't know.
I like heads.
Have you seen
Heads
this?
is my
I like
favorite.
heads. I'm touting heads.
Have you seen Gay Cowboy Wrangler win your share? You just pick a square.
No, that sounds right up Mark's alley.
You pick a square. Just edit for 40 grand. Vig free, not big free. Bring the noise.
Vig free. VIG.
Vig free. Each side's plus 100. I think FanDuel has it
No
lined
rate.
at minus 104.
This is facts. I was sitting there as he was about to walk out, and I turned to my wife. I'm like, we got John Cena. This is happening. And his music hit, and I was like, bam, bam.
Are you an actual fan of his?
Oh, I
Yes.
love John Cena. Who doesn't?
He seems like a really good guy. The fact that he learned Mandarin, I think, for that promo. Do you remember that?
Oh, that was hilarious. No, dude, all the videos of John Cena speaking Mandarin fucking kill me.
Do you like his movies? Do you think he's a good actor?
It's the hair.
comedy
It's the
stuff.
hair.
Peacemaker's good.
I think Peacemaker's awesome.
The hair takes me out of everything with John Cena. I don't know what it is about
I don't know
it.
why they all ask him to do the hair now instead of shaving it like he used to.
Yes.
Just shave it like you used to.
Yes. It's like Matt Damon when he shows up in Inception. The movie's over for me. Just pack it in.
Right.
I will say this. I don't watch any much wrestling, but
Pussy.
because I'm a pussy. Correct. But the biggest pop I've ever seen, because it was on Twitter, was when he came out dressed in green. No one knew he was there. He's like some big comeback. I don't know what it was for.
He's the GOAT.
How old is he? 47?
Yeah. 47, 48, something like that.
All right, boys. Until next season for Showdown Kings. We done? We out? Mark, salute. Fucking salute, Mark.